So, it's 10 a.m. on a Saturday, which is crazy. I woke up and I wanted to share some of the stuff that I did with the production of Haunt You, and yeah, let's dive into it, shall we? A quick disclaimer, not using the same headphones I used to mix this because they're big and they look huge on me, and so I didn't want to. So the first thing I need to show you is that the version that you heard of Haunt You isn't the first version. That's so exciting. So the first version I had for Haunt You was actually this, and it was essentially this. Which is a keyboard, and then I just put the vocals. How do I measure up to heights you've been to? How could I ever love? So poorly mixed vocals, and and I had this like beautiful harmony that I stacked. It was like a major third and a fifth. Eyes light your tempo. How beautiful the bird outside my window. Yeah, so this was the original project, and we started with this. Yeah, I talked about major seventh chords in my Instagram. If you don't follow me on Instagram, I couldn't care less. So we had this 2 chords. So I had this for the whole song, and then the first thing I recorded was Jesus. So the first thing I recorded was this. I think this was my guitar. Yeah, this is my guitar. Not this guitar, but my white guitar. You've seen that guitar on my John Mayer video. As you can see, this mix is now simple. It used to be more like chaotic, but then I like made it super clear and like colorful so I could, keep track of what I was doing. But this is the amount of like vocal tracks, and this is like for 1-2 sentences. An important thing to know is that we use this rain sample throughout the whole song because it's so vibey and it's just great. Also, I did this because my vocals were a bit noisy and I didn't want to remove the noise because I thought it would lose character. For the pre-chorus, in which the bass comes in, we have the same thing, but we have a beat. Just a simple, So this bass is my guitar, the same guitar I talked about, but it's not even tuned lower. It's standard tuning. I just ran it through auto-tune, I think. Yeah, so when I recorded this guitar, I ran it through auto-tune and I put it like an octave lower, so it sounded like a bass, and I was happy with the result. And I was like, okay, because I don't have a bass, I don't know how to play bass. So then when we get to the chorus, we have this part where the beat dies. Yeah, and then we go into the chorus. It's the same thing, we just have a new piano to fill out the mids. And this piano is recorded here in a plugin called Flex, because I don't own a piano, but you can play piano in this. Like, if you know what you're doing, you can play piano in like a computer keyboard. And then I added this shaker, and this is like my favorite thing in this whole cover, and everything that I do now, I put this shaker. And if you can program a shaker, then I admire you, but I can't. And so I had this, which is like a candy thing, whatever this is. And I've been using this for a lot of my latest tracks, and it just sounds nice. And it also gives that human feel. For this second section, we have this new beat, which is like this offbeat thing that I was playing with. A lot of people commented that they really liked it. That makes me really happy because I love this style of drumming. And so the bass line changes, and in the top you just have the same. So yeah, maybe that's about it. And for the last part, we just kept this pad. And then I just did a guitar thing, which is not here for some reason. Maybe I lost it. Now for the main part, I think, vocals. I'm not a singer, never consider myself to be a singer. And so I was really like terrified, like what are people gonna think? And I don't know how to sing, and sometimes just do stuff that sounds good to me. So singing was really hard in this thing. So I did a lot of comping. If you don't know what comping is, you see these like small sections, these like cuts. That means that these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 are probably not from the same audio file, meaning I didn't record this in one take because it can't do that. It would mess it up. So then you comp things because the parts you select are probably the best. Yeah, that's what I did with this. So how do I measure up to heights you've been to? How could I ever love you like you're meant to? I spent a lot of time editing vocals, so it sounds like it's one take, but it's not. And so that's how I do it for people that are like, you don't sing and you did some kind of decent vocals. So yeah, that's how I did it. So these vocals are running through auto-tune first, right? And that's the thing, if you remove the auto-tune and like the effect, it kind of sounds the same because I did it so many times, so I got the notes right. So this is without auto-tune. How do I measure up to heights you've been to? So like the notes are right. When you put auto-tune, I'm using a really low retune speed, like 63. People normally use it to like 20. Well, it depends, but I'm not using a lot just to correct some of the notes because they weren't as linear. They were like oscillating. So yeah, this part. Must be the summer breeze, the smell of orchids. So as you can see, same thing. The auto-tune is here, but if you take it off, if you take all the effects off, must be the summer breeze, the smell of orchids. The vocal is essentially like the same. It's just I got the notes right because I recorded it so many times, as you can see here. Yeah, this is running through auto-tune first, and then I compressed it. What a compressor does, it just turns a lot of the this is very loud and this is really quiet. It turns into a steady, like this is medium. Okay? And I honestly don't know how to use a compressor. I just do whatever feels right. And this is probably like way wrong because it's mine is 40 dB, almost 7 dB gain, and then 20.6 of ratio, which is crazy. Some reverb. Must be the summer breeze. This is a really huge reverb. It makes a lot of difference. This compressor is so I get rid of the S's and the sibilants. Then I got some delay, which is the main thing for me. It changed the whole vocal. Must be the summer breeze, the smell of orchids. So as you can see, it just kind of replays my vocal. The smell of orchids. As you can hear that, you're amazing. So we got another EQ and then another EQ. Must be the summer breeze, the smell of orchids. Because I had a lot of the boxy sounds. And then we go to Sophia. Why am I eating sushi on a Saturday morning? So then I reached out to my friend and bandmate, Sophia Moreira. That's a Brazilian name. She just killed it. She recorded the whole thing 3 times. I think the 3rd time was right. She sent it to me. And I was like, yeah. That's it. This is like, as you can see now, we have 1, 2, 5 tracks. So now it's pretty, and you can thank the producer for that. First thing we did was add this harmony. How beautiful the bird outside my window. That is in the original song, and so this vocal is running through some auto-tune first, and the same thing I told you, it's just to get some of the notes right because she sings amazingly. This retune speed is set to 36, so it's a bit more than the one I showed you before. It doesn't make much of a difference when you have a singer that good. Compressed it. My window. EQ. Why did I get rid of so many high frequency? And then I had this reverb with my window. So her vocal is supposed to be lushy and dreamy and wide open, so we got a lot of reverb. Always greener on the other side of things. I know. Hearing these isolated is so like heaven. This is against my vocal, which is an octave down, so it's really pretty. So much of you I can overthink. Yeah, we had this call out, which is me saying, never thought something so beautiful could haunt you, which is very dramatic. Never thought something so beautiful could haunt you. Then for the high vocals, they're really pretty. Like, they sound like this on their own. So here we have some more retune speed now, 31. So yeah, same thing. A little bit of compressing. An EQ, another reverb. Another EQ. Stereo enhancer, so it gives that wide. Makes the difference. I have this filter. What does this do? So I wanted to get rid of some frequency here. I don't remember. And this sausage fattener, essentially what it does, it's an exciter or like a harmonics, throw it up, and it sounds like this without it. Then with it. Makes the sound a bit louder, and it's pretty. That's my dog. Again, same thing, some comping, but not that much because she's so amazing. These vocals again. And then for the ending, she decided to do something really smart, which is just this humming, and it's really pretty. And this is essentially the same thing, but it's going through more reverb. And it sits more, it doesn't contain much of the high end. And we also harmonize this. So this is me in the background. So she's doing and I'm doing That's cool. It sounded so pretty, so when I finished, I was like, okay, that's it. So I asked you guys on Instagram if you wanted to know anything about the mixing process or stuff like that, and you guys sent me some stuff, so now I'm gonna answer these things. I just realized that I answered most of the questions while I was going through the session. Some tips about audio interface. Well, I use a Scarlett 2i2, which I bought from one of my teachers in last year. If you're talking about my DAW or DAW, I use FL Studio, as you may have noticed. I like Pro Tools and Cubase and Logic and Reaper, and you know, they all work for me. I think I'm just a FL Studio fan because I've been doing music in FL Studio since I was like, I don't know, really young, so it's familiar for me. Professional right here. Explain the chords on guitar. You should always have a guitar ready. My version is the most simplistic version of music. It's just 2 chords. We did it in B, and that's the whole new music spectrum. B, F sharp, A sharp, D sharp, and then the second chord is the same thing. You just throw it up here. It's an E. You can also do it here. I did it sometimes here. It goes tonic, 5th, major 7th, major 3rd. How did you come up with the arrangements? I didn't. Harmonically, I didn't. The only thing I am proud of is the offbeats section, which is that. I came up with that listening to Mac Miller and maybe Jacob Collier, and so I wanted to use that in my covers. I don't want to keep talking about this because I think I covered most of the stuff. Final note to end this Haunt You chapter, because honestly I can't listen to this song anymore. The comments that we got were so full of love, and they were like, well, we love what you guys are doing. I met a lot of people from outside Brazil. That's just amazing. We just wanted to say thank you because that was, you know, we didn't expect that at all. Yeah, I'll see you in my next video. Why do I keep looking at this thing? I should look at this thing. Okay, bye.